eugenetic, you might ask first what that word means. Well, it means that a certain part of humanity is by blood a lower race, or not good, not perfect. Now, this sorry, just a cat. Now, this ideology, because it is most well known from the Nazis. They applied it on the Jews mostly, and a lot of bullshit thingies. They did the researches, Mengele and his work and that kind of insanity. Now, but this concept, as a concept, the word, who knows where the word comes, but the concept comes from a much older thing, and that is, well, it's most probably elitism where it comes from, but it is most apparent and most widely spread and most widely propagated by, and you guessed right, religion. And it is a very important part of, even Christianity, but in the more strict sense, Judaism, yes. And now it is the most gullible, idiotic, insane concept to call lineage changing to perfect from bullshit, crap, and disgusting just by some drop of water or other kind of ceremonies. So, but let's move on. Why this is so appealing, you might ask, because that was the second part of the title, wherever it starts. Well, at least I don't have to refer on the description box, because I wouldn't know where YouTube places this, this time, or maybe replace it in the future. Well, so this is a very appealing concept. That just think on genetic problems like people with heart attacks, heart failures, or people with, oh, I have no arms, I was born like that because it never grew out, embryonic growing failure, that kind of thing. Or those who cannot eat sugar. Oh crap, I looked it up, but sorry. Oh, diabetes, those who have diabetes. Let's face it, we go out and find cures for this, but those are not cures. They only help you survive with that, let's call it for now, a defect much longer, and have and procreate, so have children. But let's face it, if I help you to survive with diabetes and spread it among the community, what is in general humanity for this, in this case, or well, yeah, let it be for this case, then let's count with the average, with a stable society. That person will have two children who both are his descendants, his or her descendants, so both carries the genes that cause the person ill, what I wouldn't really consider ill. There must be a much there must be a distinctive word for distinction of something caused an outside agent like bacteria, virus, and something that is, well, just genetic. You're born with it. On the next generation we will have two, and the next generation we will have four. In the next generation we will have eight, and in the who knows what generation, everyone will be infected with this problem, like diabetes. So there comes the idea we should we should eliminate these people, as we don't have the resources for everyone to handle that kind of problem. We have a certain amount of resource to handle us for a small amount of people, but not for the whole humanity or other large groups. Now there comes the other part, because eugenetic is a failure. It turns out to be a failure. Why? Well, let's consider just that there is a blind person. Now, everyone knows that blinds, as an average, of course, you always go with average data, have better hearing. So, and in better possible maximum on that certain, for blinds in certain field, for blinds it is hearing mostly, or sensing with the skin or whatever. So lack of one field can result in advantage in any other field, but we can give a so huge advantage in that other field that it make it worse, or even advisable to have that defect. Sorry, I don't can come with a better name for just for now. So, and there are other things that we don't see how it works, but comes with and we can tell that it results in an advantageous position. But the Down syndrome, for example, comes with the advantage that you won't have cancer. No one knows why or how this works, or this can be isolated and used via genetic manipulation, maybe later. But you see, unexpected result, and of course, killing someone just because the person is not blonde and blue-eyed is just not acceptable for a working society as we know it. So there is much to think on. Carry on, people.